I was introduced to a new publisher who had some multicultural books that she wanted me to work on, and she wanted to meet for dinner. And at the time I was wearing the niqab, I think I had at least two young children. And I said to her, I would love to meet you, but sort of going out to eat might not be that feasible. You know, I wear the full covering and, you know, it might not work. Why don't you come over? So I didn't realize that me telling her that I cover fully was just like, it was, she was shocked, she was dismayed, she was appalled, but she was curious. And she was like, okay, I am a staunch feminist, you know, I believe in women's rights. Like, what do you mean you cover fully? So I said, come over, let's have dinner and let's have a chat. So she came and I explained my thinking behind it. I explained sort of the life that I led and other women that I knew. And she said, if you wrote a book about that, I would represent you, because she used to be an agent. So I was like, oh, challenge accepted. Okay. So then I went, alhamdulillah, and I put together a synopsis. I put together, you know, I kind of started, that was literally what it was. I never thought about it before, but I realized that when you go into the shops, especially those days, when you would see books about Muslim women on the shelves, most of the time it was not without my daughter type of narratives. They call them harem horrors, okay? So it's women fleeing Islam, women fleeing Muslim societies, you know, finding liberation in the West. That wasn't my reality. That wasn't the reality of the women that I knew. And we had not been represented in any of those stories. So I thought, inshallah, if I tell this true story that we are living, we're actively living right now, it may open people's eyes to alternative narratives about Muslim women and show them the truth of our experience. So bismillah, let me go ahead. And alhamdulillah, I wrote it, it was published, and alhamdulillah, it's remained more or less a classic to today. And just so many people I will still meet today who say, you know, I read that book when I was taking Shahada, or I took my Shahada because of that book, or I started wearing hijab because of that book. And so it's just one of those things that I hadn't known anything about it. It wasn't on my bucket list. Allah just chose me for that and made it easy, and it happened. Subhanallah.
Subhanallah. I've heard of the book from my sister's